Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. What's always good? What's Farmers Crack Percolate was really good news. Your man Theo Butler. Welcome to another exciting episode. I ain't saying, I'm just saying with the Rock with me nation. Y'all go ahead and clap that damn thing on up. Yeah. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. And before we continue, happy birthday to my fellow Devil Dogs out there, especially Juju. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Hoorah, Simplified Devil Dog. We in here Sunday. Yeah, we in 249th birthday. Who had coffee mess this morning? Lord have mercy. Like who had duty this morning? If you had duty today, Devil Dog, Marine, I hope a nice cup of coffee was greeting you. Or at the very least, whatever you like to drink to get you ready, get you crunk, get you started for your morning. I hope you had it, Devil Dog. I hope you had it. Oh yeah. I did that. Woo! That's it. Let's get into this thing. We got Ramgod. And Mr. Rosenblum, you doing the doggone thing. You doing the doggone thing. Like I ain't gonna lie. You doing it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So we pick up rehashing the results of the Ramgod Championship won by the Rangers. Y'all know that happened last issue. And let's give it up one more time for the artwork of Hendry Persetya and Ren Spiller. Can we give it up for them one more time? Let's give it up. Let's get it made round of applause. Oh yeah, they deserve all that. Y'all putting it down. I'm giving y'all credit for what y'all seeing and have seen and what I didn't see that's currently. You doing it. Y'all doing it. Y'all make it do what it do. Anyway, turns out the replay of the championship comes courtesy of the Ramgod Sports Network. 24-hour coverage. Oh, Lord. It's giving me ESPN vibes. That's all I can tell you. Early day ESPN vibe. Anyway, where two commentators are discussing the difference between the two teams. The Rangers are corporation sponsored, back what you will, while the Barracudas aren't. Which I guess would explain why they feel like they got to do what we found out they was doing last issue. Who stands a better chance of winning next season? That's the question they got to ask. That's what they asking them two. Who gonna win? It's a lot going on. What will next season look like? It's a lot of changes going on. They adding some stuff and everything like that. Some more races, some more teams, some more violence. Yeah, they gonna do that. Enter the Ramgod founder and commissioner, Marcos Masson. Wow. Marcos Masson. Something about them two names going together. What's Professor Xavier? Never mind. Seems like next season we'll find teams expanding from 4 players to 5 players. As Marcos goes on and on about how the sport will evolve for the next season, folks being mortally wounded, like that's probably going, that number probably going to increase based on what he got. We switch over to Siphon Corporate Headquarters. That's where we're going. Siphon Corporate Headquarters. Downtown New City, we find a gentleman by the name of Declan entering a boardroom meeting. Declan just came from a meeting with Grisham Weiss, an architect, who just so happens to sponsor the Rangers. Yeah, just put 2 and 2 together. You're going to get it. You're going to get 4. Not 4. You're going to get it. Siphon doesn't sponsor anyone, so we have an idea what Declan wants to do. Anybody, you gotta have not been paying attention to not. Anyway, he wants to buy, or rather he wants Siphon, the corporation, to buy a Ramgod team. Ain't but one out there that we know that ain't got a sponsor. The way this story's been going thus far, We know that's not gonna happen, at least not in this issue. Right. Of course, Declan presents his case. Of course he does. Of course, he thinks he has a right to do what he wants because he's the CEO. His dad gave it to him. And of course, he can't because he didn't pay attention to the amended bylaws. Of course. We've seen this before. We have. Over to the hospital. Y'all remember that officer that got hit at the bank last issue? Mm-hmm. Right. Well, his plug is finna be prematurely plugged. Yeah, that's it. That's it for him. Change scenes to the lower 6th district where Clint and his son Malcolm, not to be confused with Malcolm in the Middle, are having pancakes with smiley faces. At what point, at what age do you outgrow pancakes with smiley faces? Malcolm looked like he a teenager. And I don't even know if the teenage daughter wants pancakes with smiley faces anymore. And he allergic to gluten? Y'all let me know in the comments section. Is that a thing for real? Or we just, y'all. Remember when I said last issue that these two have the same problems all single parents and their kids have in stores like this? And right on cue, we have the incident that causes the child to further distance himself from said parent. Like if nothing could go worse, right? The incident this time is the perp of a double homicide and armed robbery trying to get away. Clint is a police officer, and police officers ain't ever off duty, regardless of what Malcolm just said. I don't know what the Malcolm just. Anyway, Pops take off on a motorcycle and does his Will Smith, MIB, or LL Cool J, James Todd, SWAT, SWAT impression. Because you know both of them, they didn't know they was auditioning for something when they did what they did in them. You got to be a fan of them. Man, don't do that. Don't do that. So I'm the only one remember LL Cool J was in the movie with SWAT. Him, Colin, you know, Colin Farrell and Samuel Jackson. I'm the only one. Never mind. I ain't paying like that. I ain't finna act like that, y'all. So we switching over to Barracuda headquarters, cause this did made headline news, and Karen, the leader of the Barracudas, is watching this. And oh, wow, okay, I wasn't ready. So I need to be paying attention because this ain't my first time reading issue 2, but clearly I didn't pay attention the first time I read this. So because this would have prepared me for what I saw in issue 4. I know, just stay with me. So wow, okay, all right, I ain't ready. Hey, this ain't for your kids. And I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm trying to keep my channel. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, Clint has the media infatuated and Karen interested. So much so to the point where he pitches the idea of recruiting Clint to the team. Remember, they need a fifth person. They need a fifth person. Anyway, the irony of this is that the team, they're bank robbers and Clint is a police officer. Yeah, and they want him on their professional sports team. Yeah, this getting real interesting. Karen don't believe that's going to be a problem, though. Why? Because Clint has some legal history. Kind of shady back there. Something that should have made it almost impossible for him to become a police officer. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Anyway, over to Clint's place where he and Malcolm are having a back and forth. It's typical in situations like this. Him calling his mother, Malcolm, calling his mother to pick him up. Of course, Mom. The ex shows up with major attitude. Of course she does. Wait. She spelled it with a Z. Anyway, of course, she babies her teenage son. Of course she does. Just kind of why he got that. Of course, she berates Clint in front of their son, which only makes matters worse. Why we do that? Of course, she cuts the visit short. Bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. You know, you think scenes like this are entirely made up. They're not. Mom, dad, mom, son, daughter, son. No, they're not made up. No, this happens way too often, especially when you think that the folks involved, 2 out of 3 supposed to be adults. Anyway, we shift gears to a restaurant where we find Declan having, what is this? Foie gras? With Mr. Yao. Seems like Yao and his father were good friends. Declan. Declan dad and Yao were good friends. Declan wants to know how to convince the board members to see things his way. Get a Ramgod team. That's what he wants. Yao cuts to the chase. It's all about leverage. Damn all that other stuff somebody told you. You gotta have leverage. Okay. We flash back to Motor City. The Motor City Bowl 15 years ago. I don't know where this is in present day time. I do know this. They got the plays on their visors. That's where we headed. Like, that do make all the sense in the world. Would make play calling easier. But no, seriously, you think that's where we headed? Mr. Rosenblum, you think? Because if that's where we headed, that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, Morgan Rosenblum drops back to pass. He gets a key block from Sims. Don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure that's somebody that got something to do with this book. And he completes a pass to Clint over the middle. That's what they had. Clint hit the sideline, make it do what it do. Did you see the roll? We thought Saquon Barkley did something when he hurdled backwards. This is a nice move right here, all things considered. Which one y'all think is best? Saquon hurdling backwards or him rolling? Because I ain't never seen that. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, he take 3 defenders with him into the end zone. You taking 3 defenders into the end zone with you, that's not as impressive as that move you pulled. Like that's real impressive. NFL player, y'all don't try that at home. Don't try it on the practice field. Do not try this in the game. I don't think it's gonna work out like that. Anyway, continuing with that story, Yao meets Clint after the game. Same Yao that met Declan. The same Yao that told Declan leverage. Okay, I'm thinking, okay, never mind. We don't get too long to think about it though, as Elsa. You're like, Theo, what's wrong? Elsa's an interesting character. Mark, Mr. Rosenblum, I'm interested to see where Elsa and Clint going. I'm interested in that. Like I am for all the right and wrong reasons. I am. Anyway, she at Clint's place. She brings him an invitation to a tryout. That ain't all Clint want. I can't wait to bring y'all issue 4. Listen, that's my time. I'm out. I like it. I like it. I don't know what we got. Listen, I ain't trying to say it like that, but you remember how we used to get the cartoons back in the day, grown cartoons on MTV, everything like that. Yeah. I would love to see this in animation. Yeah, I would. I absolutely would. Listen, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm liking the story. As I was telling somebody else, my brother D-Real, I don't know what made you want to go with an African-American black protagonist. I don't. He's not being written like the typical black protagonist. No, he's being written like a protagonist that just happens to be black. And I salute and I applaud you for that all day, every day, and twice on Sunday, especially in this day and time. So if you have not picked up Ramgod, go pick up Ramgod. It is a refreshing story. It's different and it's good, different good. However you want to say that. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.